Hey, what's up guys? Today in this video, we are going to add a subscription pop-up to our Shopify site, which will help us get more users into our subscriber list, which eventually will definitely help us in our marketing activities and in the end, bring more paying customers. So, pop ups are obviously a great way to attract users, and I am going to use the Klaviyo's sign up forms to get that in place. So, let's see how that needs to be done. So, before you start, one particular thing I would like to tell you is if your Klaviyo account is just new, then you may not need to do this activity. But if you have already mapped it to a store or something like that, which I had done earlier because I was doing a little bit of R&D, I would request you to go to the integrations, and in that you will see that enabled integrations will show all the current integrations that you have. If this is blank, then you don't need to do anything. But because mine is showing that I have already an integration with Shopify, let's see what is there. In here, I can see that AR Tech Gadgets is basically mapped to this Klaviyo account, which is fine. But then you can see there is one more thing, which is on-site tracking is not enabled. And this is typically something you would like to do. What it does is it allows you to collect information around users' browser activity. For example, whether the user is on the site or not, basically online or not, those kind of things are only possible when you add a bit of code or you enable certain JavaScript behaviors in your theme. And that's what we are going to do. So inside the online store, I'll go to the theme section, go to customize, and in here we have app embeds. Inside app embeds, you just need to ensure that you enable this particular toggle button. What it says is on-site JavaScript. Okay, this app embed doesn't have customizable settings. That's fine. But if I switch it on, hit save. Okay, exit that settings page and refresh. I can see it confirms that Klaviyo embed is enabled on my store. This is very important. Okay, now let's go to our sign up forms. Let's see if I already have one. If not, then it'll be better. Okay. So there are multiple ways you can create those sign up forms, but the one which we will take into consideration right now is multi-step email and name, first order discount. I think this is okay. It's a full page pop-up. I don't somehow like that. Maybe what we will do is first order discount. This is fine. So I'll click that. We can say it's yes, first order discount goes to newsletter. Okay, this is the subscriber list where they will be. And this is fine. And let's do create form. Now, because this is my first time creating this form, Klaviyo is coming up with this intuitive pop-up. But now if I hit create form, typically when you create sign up forms, this is the kind of interface that you will get. Okay. Now let's quickly understand what the tooling gives us. We have styles where we can say left image, no image, right image. There are quite a few things, and I strongly feel that this is an interesting one. Imagery does help with things. This is medium. large. No, that's not looking good. Okay, let it be like this. Okay, pop-up display on mobile. We will not do that. Typically what you should do is create a different pop-up for mobile which can have a different layout, because this particular thing may not look very good on your mobile device, because it's a squarish thing which has been into two columns. Doesn't work really, right? Okay, you can even attach your own image with background images and stuff like that, but we will go with this for now. You can explore all the styles and custom configurations which are there. I'll stick to this. Unlock 20. Okay, fair enough. Now the next step is targeting and behavior. So show on page load, yes. Show based on rules, let's do that. Ideally you should have some way to delay the visibility of the pop-up, because if your pop-up comes right and on the page load, right, first of all, it is irritating. I have been to many sites where the moment I land on a page, the first thing that I see is a pop-up on my face, and this is not something that I enjoy, and I'm sure others will not do that as well. So you should not be doing this. You should first of all show when visitor is showing an intent to exit the page. That is one criteria. You should show, let's say, after 5 or 7 seconds of the page load, which is a nice way for you to allow the user to settle in. Okay, maybe I'll keep it at not 17 but 7. Okay, you allow the user to settle in on your website and then you show the pop-up. That would still be okay. And the one more behavior which you can target is, let's just say, if the user scrolls more than 50% of the page. Okay, now you don't want show only when all of the selected rules are met, because that doesn't make sense. But maybe what you can do is, like, after 7 seconds and the user has scrolled 50%, who knows, right? But yeah, not definitely with this one. So I won't have this here. This pop-up will come only on desktop, as I showed you, as I mentioned. Okay, now the display frequency, what it says is show again after how many days. So this is important. You don't want the user to see the same pop-up on every page on the same behavior. If the user is not interested, don't show him for maybe 5 days, a week maybe. Okay, that seems reasonable. So we will do that. Okay, we did mention that we are going to show this pop-up on desktop only, not on mobile. Then targeting. Which users do you want this pop-up to be visible to? Now, I don't want this pop-up to be visible to all users. I mean, there is definitely a set of users who have already subscribed to it. So it says don't show to existing Klaviyo profiles. That's perfect. Now, if you have a segment, you can do that. I don't have any right now. Then don't show on certain URLs. This is important. For example, if my page is cart or checkout, right? I don't want this particular pop-up to be visible there, because this is not the place where you do these kind of activities. The user is trying to buy something. Keep the activity as simple as possible. Okay, so this is done. And let's see. Only show on custom trigger. No, I don't want that. Maybe, what is email opt-in? This is something which I haven't seen. Okay, that's fine. Let's see the success message. It says success, you will start receiving special offers and updates. Okay, I mean, I'm not very good with the messages, so I'll just keep it simple as of now. And the only thing which I'll do is maybe just to show you that we can change stuff, unlock 10%. That's it. Okay. Not more than that. And now I'll just hit publish. Okay. This is done. Now, if things are done properly, what should happen is, let me open up a new window in incognito. Okay, what is my store password? Come on. Preferences, maybe? Over here. No. See store password. Yes, pass. I forgot. And with this done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not working. Okay, it came in. Maybe I counted a little quicker. So this is fine. This is one way where we waited for 5 seconds, or I think it was 7 seconds. Let me quickly check that. 7 seconds, yes. So that's why my 5 was an off thing. Okay, let's try the other behavior, which is user comes in and the user scrolls. Perfect. This is working as well. So generally speaking, our pop-up is showing exactly how it should, and that's what we wanted. So the next thing is obviously what you will do is create a coupon. Now, before we create our coupon, we need to understand a couple of things. One, the coupon can be of two types. The one is a static coupon, which means that the discount code that we are giving is going to be same for every user. So that means if I subscribe to that list, I may get a coupon saying welcome 10. And the same code will be received by any other user signing up to that list. This is fine. It does the job. However, if you are tracking codes, you will not be able to understand who used what and how many got generated, those kind of things. But then again, the purpose does get solved. But if you want to create dynamic coupons where every user gets the coupon and that is unique to them, and then you want to track whether they used it or not, right? Then it becomes important that you have a dynamic coupon code. So there are two ways. Now, obviously, the first one is quite straightforward. That's the code. When the user enters the flow, my email template is going to be the same. So there's no dynamism involved in that email template. Pretty straightforward. You configure your flow and you're done. However, when your coupon code is dynamic, your email template needs to be dynamic as well. And that's something which we will see here as well. So first of all, let's create the flow. Okay, I am on the flows section, and if I click on create flow, I will get a list of flows that are available with Klaviyo. And I also have the option to create a custom one. I don't want to do it from scratch, so I'll just look for a template, the simpler one, standard one rather. Okay, and in here, it is important for you to understand that the trigger here is newsletter. This is the list that we are trying to work with. So I'll show you the sign up form. Actually, I forgot to mention that when we were creating the form. So when we have this button, right? On this button, can you see it says action submit form and list to submit newsletter. So that means this user will enter this list when this form is submitted. Okay. And then what happens is when the user enters this list newsletter, this flow is triggered. That's how the connection is made. So this is important for you to ensure that you select the correct flow, rather the correct list. Okay, so I have done that. Let's create flow, and we are presented with this graphical thing where we can drag and drop stuff to create a flow. Now this is what I like about Klaviyo. If you are just starting out, Klaviyo has all the resources, all the stuff required for you to quickly get started. You don't need to worry about all the aspects. There are ready-made templates which are industry tested, so just use them and start promoting stuff or start doing what you wanted to do. So basically what I am trying to say is it is for users who are beginning, but it also allows you to customize things for those expert users who feel they want to tweak certain areas of this particular flow. Or you can go complete whole hog and start from scratch as well. Now, this video is not about creating the flow from scratch. This is about how we send the coupon code. So we will restrict ourselves to that. Let me click on this. Basically, what I'm trying to do is edit the email template or the email which will be sent. So edit email, and now I get the option to control the content. So I don't have an organization name I don't want. Now here, as I said, if your coupon code is static, which means it is always going to be welcome 10, you don't need to worry. But if your coupon code is dynamic, then you have a problem. You need to get that thing, right? So let's first create that coupon code. Okay. If you already have a few coupons, maybe they will show up over here, but I'll just do this. So welcome 10. Now prefix basically means whenever users are redeeming the coupons, right, they will be visible on your storefront, or rather the Shopify admin area, and you would like to understand where that coupon came from, right? So this prefix helps you understand that. See, coupon prefixes can contain letters, numbers, and hyphens. Coupon code will be generated by adding 8 random letters and numbers to the end of your prefix. If you don't specify, okay, that's the rule. I thought it will tell you what exactly it does, but basically what I'm saying is, because those codes are random in nature, you don't know where the code came from. So this prefix like WE10 will help you understand that the user got that code from this flow. So we have welcome 10 as the name of the flow. This is the prefix. We have a percentage is 10 on the entire order, doesn't require minimum purchase, is active at send time, and it does expire, let's say, after 7 days. Okay. We create this, and this is the name. Okay. It is important that we keep a track of this. We come over here and say, here is your coupon code. The code expires in 7 days. And we paste this. This is a code that I got from the documentation. So basically what is happening is I'm requesting for a variable called coupon code, and this welcome 10 is the name that we gave over here. If it was something else, it should exactly come over here. Now, to test whether this is properly configured or not, you can always click on preview and test. This will show you the entire email, and you can see the code is showing as preview. That is fine because it won't generate those coupon codes as of now. You can try to send test email as well. And if there is some problem, for example, let's just say if it was there, I hope, okay, no, it's a little forgiving in that way. If I make it 11, I hope that will fail. I just want to show you that there is a there does come a message of sort which basically tells you that what you have entered is wrong. Okay. Let me see. Right. See, if this yellow information box comes in, right, this warning, then you know there's something wrong. So let's now fix that. It has to be single curly braces, preview and test. It shows up properly. Everything is fine. I click on done. Save and exit. This is done as well. And now I need to update the status and make it live. If it is not live, I won't get the emails. Okay. Now let's try and test the flow. At this point, I would like to mention one thing. Inside a flow, if a user has entered once, after that, if the user exits and re-enters, okay, whether it is a segment or a list, right? I don't know about segments. I think segments can still get the emails, but for flows, if a user has entered a list and then exited from it, even if you add that user again to that list, emails will not trigger. And that's a good thing, I would feel, because for some reason, if the user has already entered the welcome series and then for some reason got deleted and then added back, I don't want him or her to see the email again. It doesn't make sense. So from that perspective, I think they have done it, and you should be aware of it. Okay, now time to test. But yeah, more importantly, you cannot use the same email address to test a flow, right? So what has happened is this email address is already in the flow. Now what do? Do I create a new Gmail email address? Not required. Here's a pro tip. You can do plus, and let's just say I add, interesting. What have I used so far? I think I have used 11. I can do 12. I was doing testing of other sorts, so I have utilized quite a few. So 12 is not in the list. So if I click unlock offer right now, it gives me the success thing. And if I go to my list, next page, newsletter, right, I told you, okay, I had 10, I used 12, which is still fine. Now, the question is, have I received the email? So let's see. Okay, so I did receive the email, but there is something wrong because the coupon code is not there. So let us retry. I think I have done something wrong. Let me look at the docs. I am pretty sure the code was something like that. So Klaviyo, coupon code inside email. Maybe I'll get that. I did pick it up from the help doc. It was somewhere here. Now, what is wrong over here? COUPON. Okay. Seems fine. I don't know. Go to flows, edit workflow. Okay, edit email. Everything seems to be fine. Okay, this is a bit weird. Let me paste it here. This one has this thing around it. I think it's the spaces which gave away the problem. I was trying to show you, but interestingly enough, the preview did show the code, which is quite strange. But okay, let us try once more. Too much experimentation is a bit risky sometimes, but nevertheless, at least now you know how things can go south. Okay, we have flow ready. Okay, I think I have two incognito browsers open. I'll close them. And if I'm not wrong, we had used 12, so it's time to use 13. 13 is an unlucky number, is it? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll get 13 to work. So reach me plus 13, and I click here. It says success. That's fine. Let's go to our list over here in Klaviyo. Ensure that it is added over here. It is. Now it's time to look at the email, whether we got that properly or not. Turns out I still didn't get the email, and I'm wondering why. Is there a spelling mistake? Reach me plus 13. Ideally, this email address should work. Let me just try once more. Maybe it's the 13 thing. I don't know. Copy, paste. And this time we will try and do plus 2022 12 04 14. So reach me plus this. Okay. I hope this time it comes up. Ideally, it should have been there. I don't know if there's a spelling mistake or something, but yeah, it's a little weird, to be very honest. Let me see. So we have the flow over here. This new email address came into this list. So the flows are all live. Ideally, I should get the email, and I'm not getting the email. So let's understand what is the problem. Okay, so my bad. It took some time, but it did came through. So I can see here, this is from Klaviyo, and I got my coupon code. And the one which we tried with that date thing, reach me plus 2022 12 04 14, right? That came through as well with this code. So which means now if I go to my shopping experience, I have a login. So maybe I'll try. No, I need to get the list of users. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, okay, I'll use that. +1. Let me see. I haven't used this discount code, so ideally I should be able to use it. I'll just do buy it now. Add the coupon code. And yes, I get this 10% discount on a 100 rupee product. So that's basically what we wanted to do with this. Let's actually complete the journey. It's a bogus payment gateway, so don't worry about it. Let's complete the order and look at the details that we got inside Shopify and Klaviyo as well. So let's go over here. We have a new order. The order says it has been fulfilled. Sorry, it's still not fulfilled, but does it show the discount code? Yes, it does. So as you can see, right, if we don't have this WE10, you would think, what the heck is happening, right? What is this B4 TDL KGS? How did that discount code came in, right? But the moment you have this prefix in here, you will understand. I think I should have added that dash as well. Okay, that would have made sense, but this gives you the clear picture, right? Similarly, now let's see how coupon codes are behaving on Klaviyo. What is the information that we are getting over here? So it says available 100 total and available 99. Okay, a few of them being used, is it? Let's see if there are any reports over here. No, there aren't. Go to flows. Let's see. What do we have? No. I thought there was... No. There were some reports, if I'm not mistaken. Edit flow will obviously get me to that place. I do want you to see that, because it's important to understand. Coupons. View history. Nah. So apart from that particular report, nothing is visible, is it? What do we have inside? Analytics, dashboard. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's how the coupon code things work. I showed you the entire flow where we first created a sign up form, then we created a coupon. We talked about the different types of coupons that we create, how flows work, and we also saw how we can add the dynamic coupon code inside the flows email so that the end user can get the coupon code which is personalized for him. Okay, that's the term. And in the orders tab also, you will be able to see those things and user will be able to fulfill that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.